this is Red Rose Gaming here, and today we're gonna be playing Dragon Age Origins, or however you say that. But first, I gotta get the chat. There we go. Okay.
Well met.
The Grey Warden tent is across the bridge. Find me there if you wish.
Hail, you must be the Grey Warden recruit that Duncan brought.
Greetings. King Kaelan is not in his tent right now.
Do you know where the king is? Tell me about the king. You must see him a lot. I should go.
I believe he's with the Grey Wardens in camp, drinking. He holds them in high regard, you know, as his father did.
Tell me about the king. You must see him a lot. I should go.
I suppose I do, but it wouldn't be prudent to discuss the king's business with you. As you wish. You approach the tent of Teyrn Loghain. State your business.
I should go. Tell me about Teyrn Loghain. Is the Teyrn inside? What is he doing?
He's inside, but I don't think it's my place to discuss his activity.
I should go. Surely you can tell me a little about him. I would like an audience with Teyrn, please.
I suppose, as long as we talk quietly. He and the king have been arguing for days. The Teyrn's known the king since he was swaddled, so they don't stand on ceremony. The Teyrn speaks his mind, and the king yells right back. Personally, I think the king should do what Teyrn Loghain tells him. Without the Teyrn, we wouldn't be doing as well here as we are. Don't be absurd. He can't give an audience to everyone who walks up here, you know? Oh, I didn't know. Hold on, I'll get him.
Yes, what is it? Oh, you're Duncan's new Grey Warden, I assume.
Yes, I am. How do you know that? I'm not a Grey Warden yet.
Kaelan's fascination with the Wardens goes beyond the ordinary. Are you aware his father brought your order back to Ferelden?
A fascination you don't share? No, I didn't know that. Yes, I've heard that.
Maric respected the Grey Wardens. They have an honored place in the hearts of our people. But Maric would have understood that it takes more than legends to win a battle. That's not an argument I'll repeat here. You look familiar. Have I seen you at the Landsmeet?
My father was a Terran of High-Ever. I've never been out of High-Ever. No, we never met.
The king told me of his promise. I'm certain he has every intention of following it through. I suppose you'll be riding into the thick of battle with the rest of your fellows, will you?
I don't know. I certainly hope so. I hope not.
If Kaelan has his way, you will. Now I must return to my task. Pray that our king proves amenable to wisdom, if you're the praying sword.
And if he does it, he seems like a fool to me. You don't seem very fond of him.
Then simply pray.
You found our tent, I see. Is there something you need?
I'm ready to begin the joining ritual. I have some questions. No, I'm fine.
Then you will need to locate Alistair and tell him it is time. I'm not certain where he went off to. Knowing him, I'm not sure I want to know.
Hugo, help.
Our time before battle is spent painting our
My
hands.
respects to you, Grey Woman.
We must see to our hands.
My weapons thirst for dark.
Warrior counters as much as
Soon back.
Go tell Turnlow again that the war party is ready to begin scouting. We'll send word if we find anything amiss.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Hey, you're one of Duncan's new recruits, correct? I can't let you through to the Korkari Wilds until he gives the word.
Why not? I'm sure it'll be fine. I shall go.
Take care.
You may not want to remain here long, Warden. Most of these men have been tainted by the Darkspawn blood. In the name of Andraste, I bless you today. May you find...
Greetings. You must be the third recruit we've heard about.
I am. Who are you? Yes, I am Red Rose Pu. You have heard about me?
Sir Jury is my name. I hail from Redcliffe, where I served as knight under the command of Arlaman. I was not aware they permitted women to join the Grey Wardens. None of those I've seen thus far have been.
I'd rather not talk about that. I am a warrior just as you are. Perhaps they saved the best for last. Is that a problem for you?
You obviously impressed Duncan, and that's enough for me. I hope we're both lucky enough to eventually join the Wardens. Is it not thrilling to be given that chance?
I'm curious about the joining ritual. Are you nervous about fighting Darkspawn? I wouldn't be here if I had a choice in the matter. Yes, I'm looking forward to it. You're not at all that smart, are you?
As am I. Has anyone told you about it?
Only that it's dangerous. It's all a big secret. Apparently nothing.
I never heard of such a ritual. I had no idea that there were more tests after getting recruited. I suppose, since you're finally here, I'd best get back to Duncan. I shall see you there.
King Kaelan should know.
Ah, I suspect you are one of the new Grey Wardens. Will you accept the Maker's blessing?
I will. Thank you. No, I prefer not to.
Then I bless you, Grey Warden, in the name of Andraste and the Maker above. May the chant of light carry your name to the ears of our Lord.
Well met, my lady.
Hail to you.
Sorry, miss. The army camp is off limits for you right now. Sorry, miss. The army camp is off limits for you right now.
So, well, you're not what I thought you'd be.
In hurry, what do you think I'll be? What's that supposed to mean?
The name's Daveth. It's about bloody time you came along. I was beginning to think they'd cooked this ritual up just for our benefit.
What do you know about this ritual? Maybe they did. Isn't that a little paranoid?
I happened to be sneaking around camp last night, see, and I heard a couple of Grey Wardens talking. So, I listened in for a bit. I'm thinking they plan to send us into the wilds.
Maybe they will. We'll see. So what? That wouldn't frighten me. The wilds are these barbarians in the forest.
It's all too secretive for me. Makes my nose twitch. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like we have a choice.
They're forcing you to be here. I wouldn't be here if I did. I'm looking forward to it. I'll watch your back if you watch mine.
Oh, I'll watch your back.
You're a charmer, I see, or I could just kill you. I just don't get too distracted back there.
I'll try to keep my wits about me. Anyway, I expect it's time to get back to Duncan. That's where I'll be if you need me for anything.
How do you do?
Have you seen an elf running about? Young woman, red hair.
carrying a suit of chain.
Can't say I had no. What if I have? I need some supplies, actually.
Blast it. Where did she go? That suit better be patched up when she gets back, or by the maker up. No, pardon my manners. My troubles are no concern of yours, I'm sure. I'm the quartermaster. Did you come for supplies?
Do you need help tracking this girl down? What kind of supplies do you have? Let me see what you have. I should go.
Arms and armor, for the most part. It's for the King's men, but you Grey Wardens can buy what you need for a modest price. I also have some goods on the side I can provide. Strictly off the record, of course, to keep morale up, you understand.
Let me see what you have. Let me see your other goods. I should go.
Let me know what you'd like.
Hail to you.
Welcome, young woman. I am one of the Tranquil, my friend. I am of the Circle of Magi. But instead of casting spells and reading tomes, I spend my time enchanting. It is a time-consuming process, but invaluable. Enchantment provides the Circle its wealth. Certainly we would not get by on charity.
I should go. You speak very strangely. What is that? What is enchantment exactly?
It is the practice of folding magical lyrium into items first practiced by the dwarves. The Tranquil have learned their runes, and we use them to apply a variety of magical effects. We create the glow lights, as well as the magic staff or the flaming blade. The irony, perhaps, is that it is our very disconnection to our former talents that allows the Tranquil to work with lyrium so. A true mage could not.
I should go. What sorts of enchantments are there? You speak very strangely. What is that?
Runes exist that hold the power of the elements that increase strength or swiftness. Almost any spell can be given permanency, given enough skill and lyrium. Naturally, the greater the power required, the more expensive the rune will become to create. True power comes with a price, as we know only too well.
I should go. You speak very strangely. What is that?
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Greetings, young lady. You are Duncan's newest recruit, are you not? He's not a man easily impressed. You should be proud. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Wynne, one of the mages summoned by the king.
Pleased to meet you. I am Red Rose P.U. I've seen quite a few mages today.
Well met. And good luck to you on the battlefield. To us all, in fact.
Will you be fine beside the king? King Callan thinks the battle will go well. It's not luck, but skill will save us.
Not precisely. The Grey Wardens will be on the front lines, not the mages. Still, we have our parts to play. To defeat the Darkspawn, we have to work together. It's not an idea everyone seems able to grasp.
You've faced Darkspawn before. Do you know how much about Darkspawn? I should get going.
Stragglers, yes. Not the vast horde the scouts speak of. I wonder, how much do you know of the connection between Darkspawn and the Fade?
I know the Fade is where you go when you dream. What does the Fade have to do with anything?
Anytime your spirit leaves your earthly body, whether it's to dream or to die, it passes into the realm we call the Fade. It's home to many spirits, some benevolent, others far less so. At the heart of the Fade lies the Black City.
What's the Black City? So the Darkspawn are just dream spirits? I've heard that. Then something bad happened there.
Some say the Black City was once the seat of the Maker. But when the mages from the Tevinter Imperium found a way into the city, it was tainted with their sin. That taint transformed those men, turning them into twisted reflections of their own hearts. And the Maker cast them back to the Earth, where they became the first Darkspawn. At least that's what the Chant of Light says.
And is that true? I've heard that story before. The Chantry says many things.
It may be allegory, meant to teach us that our own evil causes human suffering. Or it may be true. It is as good an explanation as any for now.
Don't you have any proper advice? I'll just kill every darkspawn I see. At least it's something to ponder.
Yes, occasionally it's wise to contemplate one's actions. But I'm certain Duncan has more for you to do than talk to me.
We stand here in this hour, good folk of Ferelden, and we contemplate the death.
I'm sorry, but the mages must not be interrupted.
Greetings. King Cailan is not in his tent right now. As you wish.
Well met.
You approach the tent of Tairn Loghain. State your business. Very well.
We should see what Duncan wants us to do next,
Well,
don't you think?
in for a silver, in for a crown, as my dear mum always used to say.
Do not wait too long before seeking out Alistair. As I said earlier, we will need to begin preparations for the joining before nightfall.
What do you need? You haven't brought more instructions from the town, I hope. If you're not from the town, what do you want? We're busy. Make it quick.
I should be going where you're prepared for. Why have you painted your dogs?
To scout the wilds and watch the progression of the Darkspawn horde. With luck, we'll find and slaughter many stragglers. The hunt will be good if my hound survives the blood of his prey. If he dies, I shall mourn tonight.
I should be going and survive the blood. What do you mean? Why have you painted your dogs?
Darkspawn blood is poisonous, but not always fatal. Those who survive grow immune to its effects. The wardens say the tainted blood drives even the survivors mad eventually. But not today. Today, we hunt and we kill.
I should be going. Wouldn't it be smarter to leave your dogs behind? Why have you painted your dogs?
They fight at our side. We don't fret over their safety as if they were children.
I should be going. Why have you painted your dogs?
They use scent to distinguish us from our enemies. But the blood of battle can confuse them. So we paint ourselves with Caddis, which overpowers the blood, and also paint our hounds so they know we are the same.
I should be going. What if the enemy is painted with the caddis as well?
My thanks. There is hunting to be done, and I'll not be kept from it.
I do not wish to speak. Not before the
Leave
battle
me to
begins.
my preparations.
Welcome. May the Maker preserve us all. They say the Darkspawn horde has grown large.
Well met.
Hail. Sorry, like I said, I can't let you through.
Well, no, I'm sure it'll be fine. I should go.
The Korcari Wilds is a dangerous place. More so now that it crawls with Darkspawn. They say the Great Blight began deep within its forests. One of our scouting patrols has been gone for 3 days. We're taking bets on who got them first, the Darkspawn or the Witches of the Wilds.
The Witches of the Wilds. There are other things. There are things under the Darkspawn to watch out for. I should go.
Oh, sure. There's an old legend in these parts about Flemeth, the apostate sorceress who conquered this area centuries ago. She united the chasing barbarians and invaded the farmlands. That's when the great hero, Cormac, destroyed her army with his. Took her head right off, so they say. Her daughters survived and became the Witches of the Wild. Tales tell of them plaguing this area since, mostly superstitions, stealing babies and spoiling milk.
And you think these witches exist? Why mention them if it's just superstition? I should go.
Only when it's dark and the wind is bad. No doubt those patrols met some darkspawn. That's enough for anyone to worry about. At any rate, that's why Duncan doesn't want you wandering out without his say-so.
It burns! You may not want to remain here long, Warden. Most of these men have been tainted by the Darkspawn blood.
You need to convince them. We've got to run. The Darkspawn are coming.
Why do you say that? There are Grey Wardens here, you know. We have them on the run, I hear. You're mad, obviously.
I saw them. We're gonna die.
I apologize, Warden. He's been like this ever since they found him in the wilds.
What's wrong with him? Is it possible to have is it possible he has important information? He's not dangerous, is he?
Aside from his wounds, we're not sure. His blood is untainted. He's just terrified.
You can feel it, can't you? They taint the land, turn it black and sick. Oh, you can feel it inside. They'll come out of that forest and spread. Like caterpillars covering a tree. They'll swallow us whole.
That's quite enough out of you. You need to calm yourself, my good man.
They were everywhere. I saw them. I don't want to see anymore. I close my eyes.
We're all going to get sick. That's what happens.
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
You know, one good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together.
Sorry, what? You're a very strange man. I know exactly what you mean. That's a terrible thing to say.
Oh, nothing. Just trying to find a bright side to all this. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage?
We haven't met. You must be Alistar. Don't worry, I'm no mage. Wouldn't make your day worse.
And that makes you Duncan's new recruit, I suppose. Glad to meet you. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining.
Let's get on with it then. Pleased to meet you. My name is Red Rose BU. I can prepare on my own. What can you tell me about this joining?
Eager, are we? Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started.
Let's go. That argument I saw, what is it about? You don't have to accompany me, do you? What about the other recruits? I look forward to traveling with you.
With the mage. The Circle is here at the King's request, and the Chantry doesn't like that one bit. They just love letting mages know how unwelcome they are, which puts me in a bit of an awkward position. I was once a Templar.
That would be awkward. You are a mage hunter. What's a Templar?
I'm sure the revered mother meant it as an insult, sending me as her messenger, and the mage picked right up on that. I never would have agreed to deliver it, but Duncan says we're all to cooperate and get along. Apparently they didn't get the same speech.
Let's go. You don't have to accompany me, do you? What about the other recruits? I will look forward to traveling.
If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
You found Alistair, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
You're right, Duncan. I apologize.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Kokari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of Darkspawn blood, 1 for each recruit.
What's the second task? What do we need Darkspawn blood for? Go into the wilds? Isn't that dangerous? Surely you could have acquired some blood before now. Finally, some action.
There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can.
Find the archive and 3 vials of blood, understood. What kind of scrolls are these? And whenever they're no longer there, is this part of your joining too? How will we find this archive?
The scrolls contain treaties promising support. Treaties that may prove valuable in the days to come. Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
Hail. I'm told you all have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there. Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.
Wild creatures ahead!
Yes? Hey, I'm following you, aren't I?
over here.
That flower, white with a red centre. The kennel master at Ostagar was asking about those.
Why did he want them? Do you know? I just thought it might be useful, so what? So, what do I care?
The kennel master said this flower can help dogs that get sick from biting darkspawn. At any rate, he was offering a reward if someone went into the wilds and brought him one. Might want to think about it is all.
More darkspawn. Great.
At your order.
Right away. Get off.
The Darkspawn have sensed us. It shall be done. I shall do it. Very well. As you say.
Look there. Poor slobs. That just seems so excessive. I think we work well together. Let's get what we came for. Head back to Duncan.
Excuse me.
On it. Yes? Hey, I'm following you, aren't I?
I'm ready. Indeed.
Even more Darkspawn.
Very well. It shall be. I shall do it. Very well.
Bloody monster!
Smell that breath.
Well, well. What have we here? Are you a vulture, I wonder? A scavenger, poking amidst a corpse whose bones were long since cleaned? Or merely an intruder? come into these darkspawn-filled wilds of mine in search of easy prey. What say you? Scavenger or intruder?
I am neither. The Grey Wardens once owned this tower. Intruder, just how are these your wilds? I would first know who you are and where you come from. Where'd you come from? Stay back.
'Tis a tower no longer. The wilds have obviously claimed this desiccated corpse. I have watched your progress for some time. Where do they go, I wondered. Why are they here? And now you disturb ashes none have touched for so long. Why is that?
Don't answer her. She looks chastened, and that means others may be nearby.
Oh, you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Yes, swooping is bad.
She's a witch of the wilds, she is. She'll turn us into toads.
Witch of the wilds. Such idle fancies, those legends. Have you no minds of your own? You there. Women do not frighten like little boys. Tell me your name and I shall tell you mine.
You could call me Rose PU. Promise you won't harm us. I am Rose PU. A pleasure to meet you. Forget it, you first.
And you may call me Morrigan, if you wish. Shall I guess your purpose? You sought something in that chest? Something that is here no longer?
Here no longer. You stole them, didn't you? You're some kind of sneaky witch thief.
How very eloquent. How does one steal from dead men?
Quite easily, it seems. Those documents are Grey Warden property, and I suggest you return them.
I will not, for 'twas not I who removed them. Invoke a name that means nothing here any longer if you wish. I am not threatened.
Then who removed them? Tell us at once, or face the consequences. She's toying with us. Let's go.
'Twas my mother, in fact.
Can you take us to her? Your mother? Is this a joke?
There is a sensible request. I like you.
I'd be careful. First it's, I like you, but then zap. Frog time.
She'll put us all in the pot, she will. Just you watch.
If the pot's warmer than this forest, it'd be a nice change.
Follow me then, if it pleases you. Greetings, Mother. I bring before you 4 Grey Wardens who...
I see them, girl. Much as I expected.
Are we supposed to believe you were expecting us?
You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Shut one's eyes tight or open one's arms wide. Either way, one's a fool.
She's a witch, I tell you. We shouldn't be talking to her.
Quiet, damn it. If she's really a witch, do you want to make her mad?
There is a smart lad. Sadly irrelevant to the larger scheme of things, but it is not I who decides. Believe what you will. And what of you? Does your woman's mind give you a different viewpoint? Or do you believe as these boys do?
I'm no fool, if that's what you're asking. I'm not sure what to believe. I believe you're crazy and possibly dangerous.
If you must protest so quickly, perhaps I need not ask. So much about you is uncertain, and yet I believe. Do I? Why, it seems I do.
So this is a dreaded witch of the wilds.
Witch of the wilds, huh? Morrigan must have told you that. She fancies such tales, though she would never admit it. Oh, how she dances under the moon.
They did not come to listen to your wild tales, Mother.
True, they came for their treaties, yes? And before you begin barking, your precious seal wore off long ago. I have protected these.
You... Oh, you protected them.
And why not? Take them to your Grey Wardens and tell them this Blight's threat is greater than they realize.
Thank you for returning them. What do you mean the threat is greater than they realize? How do you know all this? I'm sure they'll be eager to act on your advice.
Such manners. Always in the last place you look. Like stockings. Oh, do not mind me. You have what you came for.
Time for you to go, then.
Do not be ridiculous, girl. These are your guests.
Oh, very well. I will show you out of the woods. Follow me.
So you returned from the wilds. Have you been successful?
We have. Not that it was easy, but yes.
Good. I've had the Circle mages preparing. With the blood you've retrieved, we can begin the joining immediately.
No, will you tell us what this ritual is about? Maybe we should tell you about Morrigan and her mother. And what if we have second thoughts? I am ready.
I will not lie. We Grey Wardens pay a heavy price to become what we are. Fate may decree that you pay your price now, rather than later.
I have no problem finishing when it's to come. Is that why the joining is so secret? You're saying this ritual could kill us? I've come this far. I want to see this through.
I agree. Let's have it done.
Then let us begin. Alistair, take them to the old temple.
The more I hear about this joining, the less I like it.
Are you blubbering again?
Why all these damn tests? Have I not earned my place?
Maybe it's tradition. Maybe they're just trying to annoy you.
Calm down, there's nothing we can do about it now. I don't like this any more than you do. I swear I'm the bravest one here, and I'm a woman.
I only know that my wife is in Highover with a child on the way. If they had warned me, it just doesn't seem fair.
Would you have come if they'd warned you? Maybe that's why they don't. The Wardens do what they must, right?
Including sacrificing us?
I'd sacrifice a lot more if I knew it would end the Blight.
Will you both shut up? That's a horrible thing to say, but we don't know that, Delve. You make a good point.
Yes, Sir Knight. Try not to wet your trousers until the ritual starts.
I've just never faced a foe I could not engage with my blade.
At last, we come to the joining. The Grey Wardens were founded during the First Blight, when humanity stood on the verge of annihilation. So it was that the first Grey Wardens drank of Darkspawn blood and mastered their taint.
We're going to drink the blood of those creatures?
As the first Grey Wardens did before us, as we did before you. This is the source of our power and our victory.
Those who survive the joining become immune to the taint. We can sense it in the Darkspawn and use it to slay the Archdemon.
Let's get on with it then. Those who survive, and if we're not sure about this.
We speak only a few words prior to the joining, but these words have been said since the first. Alistair, if you would.
Join us, brothers and sisters. Join us in the shadows where we stand vigilant. Join us as we carry the duty that cannot be forsworn. And should you perish, know that your sacrifice will not be forgotten, and that one day we shall join you.
Davith, step forward. I am sorry, Davith. Step forward, Jory.
But I have a wife, a child. Had I known...
There is no turning back.
No! You ask too much. There is no glory in this.
I am sorry. But the joining is not yet complete. You are called upon to submit yourself to the taint for the greater good. From this moment forth, you are a Grey Warden. It is finished. Welcome.
2 more deaths. In my joining, only one of us died, but it was horrible. I'm glad at least one of you made it through.
How do you feel?
It's over, I'm fine. I still can't believe you killed Sir Jory. Nothing you said prepared me for that. The pain, that was unbelievable.
Did you have dreams? I had terrible dreams after my joining.
Such dreams come when you begin to sense the Darkspawn, as we all do. That and many other things can be explained in the months to come.
Before I forget, there is one last part to your joining. We take some of that blood and put it in a pendant. Something to remind us of those who didn't make it this far.
Take some time. When you're ready, I'd like you to accompany me to a meeting with the king.
Very well, what kind of meeting? I still feel in shock.
The meeting is to the west, down the stairs. Please attend as soon as you're able.
Loghain, my decision is final. I will stand by the Grey Wardens in this assault.
You risk too much, Cailan. A Darkspawn horde is too dangerous for you to be playing hero on the front lines.
If that's the case, perhaps we should wait for the Orlesian forces to join us after all.
I must repeat my protest to your fool notion that we need the Orlesians to defend ourselves.
It is not a fool notion. Our arguments with the Orlesians are a thing of the past, and you will remember who is king.
How fortunate Marek did not live to see his son ready to hand Ferelden over to those who enslaved us for a century.
Then our current forces will have to suffice, won't they? Duncan, are your men ready for battle?
They are, Your Majesty.
And this is the lady from Highever I met earlier? I understand congratulations are in order.
Thank you, Your Majesty. I didn't have a choice, really. I don't feel that special.
Every Grey Warden is needed now. You should be honored to join their ranks.
Your fascination with glory and legends will be your undoing, Cailan. We must attend to reality.
Fine. Speak your strategy. The Grey Wardens and I draw the Darkspawn into charging our lines, and then?
You will alert the tower to light the beacon, signaling my men to charge from
To flank the Darkspawn, I remember. This is the Tower of Ishal in the ruins, yes? Well, who shall light this beacon?
I have a few men stationed there. It's not a dangerous task, but it is vital.
Then we should send our best. Send Alistair and the new Grey Warden to make sure it's done.
I'll do my best, Your Majesty. You mean I won't be fighting in the battle? I refuse to be sent on an errand. If it's not dangerous, I can do it myself.
You rely on these Grey Wardens too much. Is that truly wise?
Enough of your conspiracy theories, Loghain. Grey Wardens battle the Blight no matter where they're from.
Your Majesty, you should consider the possibility of the Archdemon appearing.
There have been no signs of any dragons in the wilds.
Isn't that what your men are here for, Duncan?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, the tower and its beacon are unnecessary. The
We
circle
will
of
not
Mage...
trust any lives to your spells, Mage. Save them for the Darkspawn.
Enough! This plan will suffice. The Grey Wardens will light the beacon.
Thank you, Loghain. I cannot wait for that glorious moment. The Grey Wardens battle beside the King of Ferelden to stem the tide of evil.
Yes, Cailan. A glorious moment for us all.
You heard the plan. You and Alistair will go to the Tower of Ishal and ensure the beacon is lit.
What? I won't be in the battle.
This is by the King's personal request, Alistair. If the beacon is not lit, Teyrn Loghain's men won't know when to charge.
So he needs 2 Grey Wardens standing up there holding the torch, just in case, right?
I'm ready to go. Where is this tower? Is Al exactly? I agree with that one start. We should be in the battle. Stop your whining. We have an important job.
Yes, so am I.
You'll need to cross the gorge and head through the gate and up to the tower entrance. From the top, you'll overlook the entire valley.
Sounds easy enough. When we light the beacon, where will you be?
We will signal you when the time is right. Alistair will know what to look for.
I know what I have to do. Can we join the battle afterward? What if the archdemon appears? How much time do we have? Are we in any danger?
Then I must join the others. From here, you two are on your own. Remember, you are both Grey Wardens. I expect you to be worthy of that title.
Duncan, may the Maker watch over you.
May he watch over us all.
Let's just get to the tower. It may not be the most glamorous job, but we'd best not dawdle.
The plan will work, Your Majesty.
Of course it will. The Blight ends here.
Let's cross the bridge.
You're Grey Wardens, aren't you? The tower, it's been taken.
What are you talking about, man? Taken how?
The Darkspawn came up through the lower chambers. They're everywhere. Most of our men are dead.
Then we have to get to the beacon and light it ourselves.
I shall do it, as you say. Missed!
are these Darkspawn doing ahead of the rest of the Horde? There wasn't supposed to be any resistance here.
Weren't you complaining that you wouldn't get to fight? There's no point moaning about it. We have fighting to do. You could try to tell them they're in the wrong place.
Hey, you're right. I guess there is a silver lining here if you think about it. At any rate, we need to hurry. We need to get up to the top of the tower and light the signal fire in time. Taron Logain will be waiting for the signal. Logain better be ready to charge as soon as we light the signal. Oh, the king...
There, more of the scenes ahead!
Sound the retreat.
But what about the king? Should we not...
Do as I command.
Pull out! All of you, let's move!
Your eyes finally open. Mother shall be pleased.
What happened to the Darkspawn? I remember you, the girl from the wilds. Yes, where am I?
Back in the wilds, of course. I am Morrigan, lest you have forgotten, and I have just bandaged your wounds. You are welcome, by the way. How does your memory fare? Do you remember Mother's rescue?
Wait, what happened to the army, to the king? I remember being overwhelmed by Darkspawn. Should rescue me, get me from the tower.
The man who was to respond to your signal quit the field. The Darkspawn won your battle. Those he abandoned were massacred. Your friend, he is not taking it well.
My friend, you mean Alistar? What happened to the Grey Wardens and the king? Neither am I. This is horrible. I need to get out of here.
The suspicious dim-witted one who was with you before. Yes. He is outside by the fire. Mother asked to see you when you awoke.
I will go then. Why does your mother want to see me? Were my injuries severe? I have some questions if you don't mind. Thank you for helping me.
Yes, but I expect you shall be fine. The Darkspawn did nothing Mother could not heal.
I will go then. What about Alistar? Is he alright? Why does your mother want to see me? Blah 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 blah.
He is, as you are. I suppose it would be unkind to say he is being childish.
I will go then. Very unkind. Those were his friends.
You were welcome. Though Mother did most of the work, I am no healer. I do not know. She rarely tells me her plans. I do not mind. Take your time.
I think I've asked enough questions. Are we safe here? Where are the Darkspawns? Why did your mother save us? How did she manage to rescue us exactly? Are there any survivors besides us?
Only stragglers that are long gone. You would not want to see what is happening in that valley now.
Why, what's happening? You're right, I wouldn't. Why did Tyrion Willigen abandon the king?
Are you sure you want me to describe it?
Yes, please. I wouldn't have asked if I didn't. Maybe nothing.
I had a good view of the battlefield. 'Tis a grisly scene. There are bodies everywhere, and darkspawn swarm them, feeding, I think. They also look for survivors and drag them back down beneath the ground. I cannot say why.
I think that's enough questions, so those of us can be rescued. Why did Terran abandon the king? Are we safe here? Where are the...
She turned into a giant bird and plucked the two of you from atop the tower, one in each talon. If you do not believe that tale, then I suggest you ask Mother yourself. She may even tell you. I wonder at that myself, but she tells me nothing. Perhaps you were the only one she could reach. I would have rescued your king. A king would be worth a much higher ransom than you.
Thanks a lot. I happen to be notably, much higher. Corn is important to you out here.
I am only being practical.
I think about...
We are safe for the moment. Mother's magic keeps the darkspawn away. Once you leave, 'tis uncertain what will happen. The Horde has moved on, so you might avoid it. I agree. 'Tis time you speak with Mother, then be on your way.
See, here is your fellow Grey Warden. You worry too much, young man.
You're alive. I thought you were dead for sure.
I'm not, thanks to Morrigan's mother. Afraid you were going to be left alone. I'm fine. I appreciate your concern. It takes more than a few darkspawn to kill me.
Oh, this doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
The Flemeth? From the legends? Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not?
Who cares where she is? We need to do something now. So why did you save us? If you're Flemeth, you must be very old and powerful. We can't be safe here. Where are all those darkspawns? I suppose we should thank you.
Well, we cannot have all the Grey Wardens dying at once, can we? Someone has to deal with these darkspawn. It has always been the Grey Warden's duty to unite the lands against the Blight. Or did that change when I wasn't looking?
Of course not. It changed when most of them were slaughtered. The Grey Wardens are no more. Let someone else do it. The land is hardly united thanks to Logan.
But we were fighting the Darkspawn. The king had nearly defeated them. Why would Logain do this?
Now that is a good question. Men's hearts hold shadows darker than any tainted creature. Perhaps he believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
The Archdemon.
Then we need to find this Archdemon. What is the Archdemon exactly? Alistar is the real Grey Warden here, not me. Will you help us fight this Blight, Flemeth? We should contact the rest of the Grey Wardens. What could the Terran hope to gain by betraying the king?
Kaelin already summoned them. They'll come if they can, but I expect Logain has already taken steps to stop them. We must assume they won't arrive in time.
What is this Archdemon exactly?
It is said that long ago, the Maker sent the old gods of the ancient Tevinter Imperium to slumber in prisons deep beneath the surface. An Archdemon is an old god awakened and tainted by Darkspawn. Believe that or not, history says it's a fearsome and immortal thing, and only fools ignore history.
By ourselves? No Grey Warden has ever defeated a Blight without the army of a half-dozen nations at his back. Not to mention... I don't know how.
How to kill the Archdemon, or how to raise an army? It seems to me those are two different questions, Have the Wardens no allies these days?
I don't know. Duncan said that the Grey Wardens of Orlais had been called. And Arl Eamon would never stand for this, surely.
Alright, Eamon, the Earl of Redcliffe, perhaps we could go to him then. You think the Earl will believe us over
I suppose. Arl Eamon wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men. And he was Kaelin's uncle. I know him. He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet. Of course, we could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help.
Surely there are other allies we could call on. That sounds like an excellent idea. Keep in mind that Logan was an honorable man. Everyone will see the danger the blight poses, right? And say he doesn't help us, what then?
Of course! The treaties! Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us during a blight.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Arl Eamon, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me.
So can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army?
Why not? Isn't that what Grey Wardens do? As long as there's some profit in it, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I doubt it'll be easy to say.
So you are set then? Ready to be Grey Wardens?
As rare as we ever be, I'll be happy with just staying alive. I don't suppose you could offer any more help. Yes, thank you for everything, Flemeth. We're going, old woman. Don't push us.
Now, before you go, there is yet one more thing I can offer you.
The stew is bubbling, Mother dear. Shall we have 2 guests for the eve? Or none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Such a shame. What?
You heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you had ears.
I think that's an excellent idea. What makes the thing we want her? Thank you, but if Milga doesn't wish to join us.
Have I no say in this?
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives.
Very well, we'll take her with us. Was this your idea all along? She had better be as useful as you say.
Not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but won't this add to our problems? Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
Point taken.
Mother, this is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready.
You must be ready. Alone, these two must unite Ferelden against the Darkspawn. They need you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the Blight. Even I.
I understand.
And you, Wardens, do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must succeed.
I understand. We don't need her help. She won't come to harm with us.
Allow me to get my things, if you please. I am at your disposal, Grey Wardens. I suggest a village north of the wilds as our first destination. It is not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours.
I think we should just get underway. No, I prefer you speak your mind. I have no problems with their presence if Alisar doesn't. Actually, I have some questions.
Farewell, Mother. Do not forget the stew on the fire. I would hate to return to a burned-down hut.
Oh, 'tis far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the Blight.
All I meant was...
Yes, I know. Do try to have fun, dear.
Alright guys, I think that will be all for today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and comment down below what are the games I should play on the channel. Make sure it's video appropriate. So, but yeah. So, yeah. So this is Red Rose Gaming signing off.